Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. My name is Jesse. I'm the marketing director at FayeBSG Systems Group. Today you're joining our joint webinar with Sales Fusion. We're going to be talking about 5 factors crucial to marketing automation success. Really excited to have Jennifer Zember here from the Sales Fusion team. She is the VP of Marketing over there, and she's going to be taking us through today's presentation. Just in case you weren't aware of who we are, FayeBSG Systems Group, we're a long-time Sugar CRM partner. We are an elite partner. We're also a partner with Sales Fusion on the marketing automation side. We have got just north of 450 clients, Sugar CRM clients, and Sugar is the only CRM we support. So we've been in this space for a long time, and we're based in Los Angeles, but we've got offices spread out throughout the United States. And we're most known in the Sugar CRM community for our suite of integration products and enhancements that we've built that connect your existing platforms with Sugar CRM. Products like our QuickBooks integration and Sage 100, and some of our newer products on the enhancement side, which like Sugar messaging, which allows you to send text messages from Sugar. And stuff like that. You can check out all this really cool stuff on our website, of course, FayeBSG.com. So with that, I'm going to pass the mic over to Jennifer. She's going to take us through our presentation, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat, and I will monitor those and pass them over to Jennifer as we go. All right, thanks again, Jennifer. I'm going to pass it to you.
Awesome, thanks, Jesse. Thanks for the intro, and hi, everyone. Thanks for joining the webinar today. I was just chatting with Jesse and pretty excited that this webinar comes on the heels of the news of the acquisition of Sales Fusion by Sugar CRM. So we're super excited to be a part of the Sugar family. And so it's a natural fit for us to be doing today's webinar along with Faye as being such an amazing Sugar partner. And we know that marketing automation, there's a lot of buzz in the industry about marketing automation, and it really makes a lot of sense when we talk about and think about the integration with CRM. But this is a topic that I love to chat about because, you know, marketing automation can sound like a buzzy technology platform in the marketer's toolkit today. And there really are some crucial factors to making it successful for an organization. And if you don't really know what those factors are, I think that a lot of companies can be set up for some challenges. And so I tried to whittle it down to 5 factors, although, you know, there probably is a different 5 for other people, but these are the ones that kind of were top of mind for me that I wanted to talk about. So let's just dive right in. As most marketers, sales and marketers know, the rise of marketing automation in the last few years has been significant growth year over year. More than 51% of companies are using marketing automation today, and 58% of B2B companies are planning to adopt the technology. So there's still some companies on the fence about whether or not to move to a true marketing automation platform versus maybe an email marketing provider or tools that aren't necessarily integrated with CRM. And the marketplace is crowded, so making that decision is difficult. But it's, you know, I think too, companies that are adopting it are finding it's not easy, and it's hard to see that success easily. If we've seen that a lot of companies see ROI within the first 6 to 12 months if they are doing things successfully. So hopefully some of these tips will help you see that improvement. So let's dive into step 1, your buyer. I really see the buyer as being the first step to success in marketing automation. And it actually kind of gets you outside of the platform itself and really start with, you know, who you're marketing to and why is that important to marketing automation. Well, I'll get into that. So let's start with what a buyer persona is. It's essentially a profile on the different types of customers that you have. These personas help you group all of the people who you want to target into different buckets to better understand factors like who they are, what they're interested in, and taking it a layer deeper, B2B buyer personas typically out things like job title, the level, the role and decision-making process, maybe whether they're an influencer versus a decision maker, their responsibilities day to day, pain points, their goals and aspirations, ideal solutions to be more effective at work, typical sources for staying informed, maybe different websites that they visit or publications that they read, demographic information, and all of the things that color and shape that role. The reason why I find that this is one of the first steps crucial to success is that as a marketer, if you don't know who you're targeting or who your buyer is, you can't set up your marketing automation platform or the content that you're deploying through your marketing automation platform in a targeted way. And once you're targeted, you see conversion rates increase. I'll get into those here. So, taking the time to conduct an analysis based on maybe it's close won opportunities or opportunities that marketing has generated, digging into your CRM platform and taking a look at some of the reports where sales has successfully defined that these are companies that they'd like to sell into can help you go out and get more of them. So, for example, Aberdeen Research finds that using personas and mapping content to the buyer's journey can help increase conversions by 73%. I don't know about you, but as a marketer, if I will do anything that's going to help me increase my conversion rates by 73%, I'm willing to give it a go. Serious Decisions reports that personalizing messaging based on buyer personas can yield 2 times the average sales pipeline and lead to improvements like 28% increase in campaign response, a 2 to 3 month decrease in sales cycle length, and a 25% increase in marketing influenced revenue. So I see personas as really the fuel to the lead gen engine that is marketing automation. And it's really a great exercise for all marketing efforts, but it is a crucial factor in getting the success out of your marketing automation program. And it's really, the research that you do will benefit you through all aspects of your marketing. Here is a great kind of simple format that I thought I would share just to help you kind of, get back to basics a little bit and the types of information that you want to leverage in order to help craft your personas. You want to do traditional market research, what are the buyers in your industry? What are the current trends and problems and pain points that they're having? Interview those customers, get on the phone. As a marketer, we should always be talking and interfacing with our customers and prospective buyers. You can look at your website analytics, search information, social media, and once you've had your marketing automation in place for a while, you can leverage that buyer journey engagement data that the system is collecting off of website tracking to then marry with the information that sales is giving you. And then talk cross-functionally with internal teams. I'm always going over to the services group to talk to them about new customers who are learning to adopt Sales Fusion, and going over to support to find out what are the issues that a lot of customers are calling in with. These are things that can help inform these buyer personas, and you can really start to bucket these into groups. So I really think that this is really the first step in sort of laying the groundwork for your marketing automation success. The next step is really kind of 2 steps, I guess, defining and education. So the first part is defining. And what I mean by that is really specifically defining what a marketing qualified lead is. We know as marketers, and even as sales teams know, not all leads are created equal. Without a marketing automation system in your business, all leads carry equal weight when getting past to sales. So there's no leads that are sort of bubbling to the top or being prioritized, and those can suck the time away from leads that or prospective buyers that are looking to make a transaction quickly. So the value of having a marketing automation system is to really rise those qualified leads to the top. But if you as a marketer don't really know what equates to a marketing qualified lead, then how are you going to be able to pass these and identify these quickly? So the simplest form, a marketing qualified lead, is a lead most likely to become a customer. It is in line with a buyer persona that you've created. The engagement that you're seeing within your tool points to what a lead with a higher conversion rate looks like. And so, but you don't want to be on your own in a room with no input trying to define what a marketing qualified lead is. And I would say, from my experience, the definition of that changes over time. It might be something that you want to review quarter over quarter. So here's a couple first steps to take in defining what a marketing qualified lead is for your company. You got to get sales in the room. Talk to them. I think, the benefit of getting to work so closely with sales is that they're a group that has lots of ideas and they're very vocal about, what does a good lead look like and what does a bad lead look like. Hear it from their perspective and then take those notes down and, take that away and then map that to some actions and activities of a good and a bad lead to help you sort of develop maybe your lead scoring profile to drive those MQLs over to sales. What actions did a lead take to become an MQL? So once you have defined it and you set up some lead scoring, you can kind of backtrack and constantly look at, okay, this person may have downloaded 3 pieces of content and it looks like they turn into an opportunity relatively quickly. So it could be that consuming multiple pieces of content is what equates to a marketing qualified lead, or consuming specific pieces of content equates to a marketing qualified lead. It could be a buyer's guide, or it could simply be filling out a contact us or demo request form on your website. You also want to make sure that you hear from sales directly, like what happens after the MQL is passed over, what is the process for the follow-up. And then align your marketing efforts to that plan for generating more marketing qualified leads. If you know what a good lead looks like, then you want to make sure that there's a clearly defined path on your website, in your event marketing, in your content syndication or your ABM efforts, whatever it may be that you're doing in terms of programs to generate interest and demand for your product. You want to make sure that there's a clearly defined path to bubble that MQL up to the top and get it over to sales in a timely fashion. And then, as always, you want to track and review and reconfirm that the system in place to identify those MQLs and the feedback that you're getting from sales still equates to the right amount of leads for your sales team to work while balancing the quality of the leads that you're passing. And stay in touch with your sales team, connect with them, whether it's weekly, monthly, and then do quarterly reviews as a group so that you can stay connected and tweak things as they develop. To further support the entire success of your marketing automation platform is to educate and identify if there's gaps along the lead handoff as well. So looking at a model on how marketing is filling the funnel, what are the sources that marketing is generating interest from? What are the channels that are funneling leads and opportunities into the marketing automation platform? Then reviewing and tweaking your lead scoring methodology and passing those leads over into your CRM will help you make sure that nothing's falling out of the funnel and that everything is tracked and measured accordingly. And marketing automation is often one of the biggest technology platforms brought into an organization, I guess other than CRM, especially from the marketing side of the house. So there's going to be internal groups that you have to work with to get it set up and running. And, they may not be familiar with marketing automation. So another factor leading to success that I think is crucial is education. And, I'm saying some of these steps, it's almost like they kind of sit outside of the platform, but these are things that I have found that if you take the time to do the legwork, the groundwork, and the education of something, people will admire and understand, the value of the platform internally and support your challenge and the things that you're doing within the organization. So make sure that you pull the appropriate stakeholders in a room and talk and share the results of your marketing automation success and programs that you're running. And I think that's a good segue into CRM integration. We know that naturally sales and marketing are often disconnected, and that's fine. We're living in two different systems. Sales is focused on technology and process. They focus on kind of, the engagement and purchase decision phases of a buyer's journey. And marketing is focused on, technology and programs. They're looking to build and create that demand, and try to put the brand out there during the consideration phase of the buyer's journey. But in companies that aren't adopting both technologies, they can often find that the funnel is kind of broken and there's a big gap there. And so there's really no, cohesiveness, and the metrics are not clearly defined or tracked. And so that results in lost sales. With modern technology, the discover and evaluate portion of the funnel has sort of become independent, and marketing's assets not only serve as educational resources to assist the buyers, but the powerful marketing intelligence that we collect now can be passed over to sales into the CRM. And that gives them actionable insight so that when a prospect or customer does engage, they already have this insight into what the prospect's mindset may be, their interests, or what they may be needing. And this is why CRM is a standalone tool just isn't as effective as marketing automation and CRM together. Marketing automation is really the marketer's most valuable tool. It streamlines creation and management of programs. It's where a lot of the analysis of lead generation programs is conducted. My favorite aspect of it is that it tracks the buyer's journey, so that can help you be more informed and make data-driven decisions on even better programs. Not to mention the piece about automation, which we'll get to in a second. It also enables sales with contextual information, actionable data that sales is hungry for more successful engagement. There's nothing I hate more than, looking into a CRM and seeing the sales follow-up recorded for a form submission that has no relation to what content or website pages the prospect was just viewing before they converted. And so if I were a salesperson, I would want to craft my conversation to be as personalized as possible, because we all know that leads to higher conversion rates. Additionally, marketing automation automates tasks and assists in creation of emails, nurtures landing pages, it manages lead flow. It analyzes sales opportunity value so that prioritizes leads. And a CRM platform is a solution fundamentally designed to manage the selling process, not necessarily the marketing side of the house. And it's a tool that your sales team, lives and breathes in. It stores data on your leads and contacts and manages your company's interactions. And it's really, really efficient for contact management, customer retention, and conversions on that side of the house. But together, what you'll realize is there is a faster, more efficient handoff of quality leads for sales to work. There's more visibility for marketing into what programs are working. And I love it when sales comes to me and says, that campaign that you guys launched last week, we've been seeing a lot of leads come from that campaign. It's music to my ears, and it helps build my credibility with my sales team. The engagement intelligence that sales sees within that CRM integration improves the follow-up from sales, and it keeps data current and synced between the two platforms so that you're always operating on the most accurate data possible. But the real value of an integrated solution is that it delivers the leads and marketing intelligence in an easy to digest way. Marketing automation drives a 14.5% increase in sales productivity, a 12% reduction in marketing overhead. Customer retention is improved by leveraging a CRM system by as much as 27%. And an integrated CRM and marketing automation platform allows you to nurture customers, manage relationships, retain their business, and even sell to them more. So if cross-sell or upsell is a strategy for your business, then having the two solutions working together is really going to power to make that strategy successful. So, again, this goes back to sales and marketing alignment, but the more the two teams align to work in a harmonious way and take that, harmonious approach to the sales and marketing funnel, the more effective they become. The fourth step is the fourth factor that's crucial to marketing automation success is automation. And that sounds obvious, being that we're a marketing automation platform, but I think this visual illustrates a lot of meetings, strategic meetings where we get in a room and we're whiteboarding if-then statements and flows for a series of communications that are relevant and targeted and based on actions. And it's just not possible to do that with a simple email marketing solution. You really want to create a system of automation so that you can free up time to focus on more strategic things and improve your program. And how marketing automation truly works is to track the activity of a prospect on your website before and after they convert. So you have the full picture of what they're doing before they become a lead. Once the lead's stored within your platform, you can segment them. You can send a certain kind of lead over to a certain department group. Maybe you have a partner channel. You have a direct channel. Maybe your sales team is split up regionally. You can automatically route leads to where they should go based on that integration with CRM. And as you capture all these leads, again, they're not all created equally. You develop automated nurtures that are relevant and targeted that help keep your leads warm. And as they score up, they become more qualified for sales to follow up. And then, it's not like the software is just helping marketers. Again, as I just mentioned, the integration with sales we just saw that there's a lot of statistics out there where the marketing automation solution is actually helping to improve sales productivity. So that is how, the sort of beginning of the funnel all the way to the end of the funnel is really supported by these two systems. And companies that are using marketing automation certainly reap the benefits. And, it's that automation that is so critical and so native to marketing platforms such as Sales Fusion that really give businesses a competitive edge. 63% of companies are outgrowing their competitors when they use marketing automation. High-performing marketing teams have an average of 60% lead to sale conversion rate. And firms that have implemented marketing automation contribute on average 47% of the sales pipeline. I think that's a pretty robust story to take to leadership to support the investment for a marketing automation solution. And finally, the last factor that's just crucial to success of your marketing automation technology is skills. It's people. I've been fortunate enough to work with a lot of marketing automation rock stars. It's definitely a unique breed of a person. It needs to be a nice blend of skills such as being strategic. They need to have a great sense of the digital landscape and all of the trends that are bubbling up and how to harness them and blend them into their content creation, deployment, and email communication. They need to be a collaborative person. They're often the only user in the marketing automation solution, but they're going to have to collaborate with all these different departments to automate, identify the data, the correct audiences, and understand the flow between marketing automation and CRM. They need to be creative because they're developing a lot of content, email banners, nurture campaigns for 3 or 5 of your personas that you've developed on the onset. They need to be technical enough to be able to get into the platform, build things, create things, segment data, and then analyze and report on what's working. When you tackle any kind of technology, being organized is always going to pay off in the long run. Just like any technology, setting up your folders, your structure, your naming conventions is going to help you be successful. Being savvy, somebody who hits a ton of roadblocks, but is able to come up with a solution or be resourceful enough to say, you know what, I thought it was going to be able to be executed this way. Turns out we can't do it that way. Here's another way we can go about it and still get to the same result. It's really almost like a MacGyver role within a marketing organization. That person also needs to have a lot of patience. Working with any technology can be frustrating, especially when it's reliant on, another piece of software. So that person needs to be patient, and some days not everything's going to go as planned. But at the end of the day, launching a campaign is always going to feel great, and there's always that light at the tunnel. So somebody who's driven to getting the job done is going to find a lot of success in this job. So those are kind of the 5 factors that I've culled together. That's my personal interpretation of what I've found to be successful in getting marketing automation off the ground and running. I'd love to hear if there's other ideas out there about what people have heard or explored, and if you guys have any questions, I'm so happy to respond to any that you might have. If you're familiar with Sales Fusion, you know that we are an all-you-need marketing automation solution. We're one of the easiest to use platforms out there that truly focuses on the core capabilities of a marketing automation solution for a small to mid-sized marketing team. We know that those marketers are, focused on a lot of and wearing a lot of hats in their marketing teams, and so they really need a tool that works and can, build and create campaigns quickly, efficiently, get deployed, be automated, and then has great analytics to then report back on what's working and what's not. So we're really the marketer's marketing automation solution. And we're so great to be and happy to be a part of the Sugar CRM family, as we are both so focused on the customer experience and innovators in that area. So more to come down the road as to how our platform will be even more focused on customer experience and helping you all generate more customers and increase the loyalty of your existing customers. So I think with that, Jesse, we got in about 30 minutes, so I think that was great. We have time for some Q&A, and would love to answer some questions that you all have.
Yeah, a couple of questions came in. So you mentioned that oftentimes marketers are the main people that are using the marketing automation platform. But can you recommend some ways that salespeople might be able to use the platform?
Absolutely. So, like any communication that you want to have with customers or prospects, let's say that the model for your business is trying to get people on your website to take a free trial of your solution. That might be a scenario where you want sales involved from the get-go, but let's say that it's kind of a path for like adopting your solution or getting into your free trial. It may not be worthy of sales time to call out immediately. It might be, or it may, but what sales could do is go about a very creating and crafting personalized series of emails that introduces them and then helps to try to drive adoption of that free trial or offers up tips as the prospect is getting familiar with your free trial solution. So sales could actually write and craft, let's say, a series of 7 emails that say the same thing, set it up as a time-based nurture based on when a person signs up for the trial. And in the meanwhile, sales can, do their call cadence, but know that that email that email campaign or that automated email is going out on a regular basis, and it goes out over the next 2 weeks after that salesperson receives the lead. And that way, the salesperson doesn't have to manually do all of those communications for every lead that comes in the door. They can just write it, build it, and set it up, and then it goes out, and sales can be triggered when is the right time for them to then conduct their phone call or their outreach.
Okay, great, thanks. And then there was one final question. Recommendations from you on, is there like a certain number of marketing users that should be using a marketing automation platform for success? Is there kind of like a size that you recommend? How many people are using the platform?
Yeah, that's a great question because I did mention kind of the skills for, let's say, if you were looking to hire a marketing automation manager, sometimes considered marketing ops manager, or it could be just, the general marketing manager you have on staff. I have found that typically it is very, very useful for everybody in the marketing organization to be trained on how to use marketing automation. Everybody speaks the same language. It makes things more efficient, everybody more productive. But I have found that typically there seems to be one person that is like a super user. And that person really sort of takes ownership of the solution, interacts with the vendor, maybe the primary person that calls into support. And that really leads to successful adoption within your company if you kind of have that super user. Because if you don't, then if everybody feels like, they're supposed to get into the tool themselves, then, there's really no clear owner. And I just don't think that's a recipe for success. If you don't have somebody within your marketing team that rises to the top as a super user, and let's say you're a team of 3 to 5 people, and everybody kind of has their own area of marketing that they're focused on. Sales Fusion, for example, has in-house concierge type service where we will actually act as your marketing automation consultant to help execute and deploy and set up your solution for you. So even if you don't have the expertise in-house today, or you haven't found that it's being very quickly adopted, you can typically work with a solution to provide special services for a period of time to help get the program up and running. And, we do at Sales Fusion, and Faye knows this, we do extensive onboarding and training so that we're really, really ensuring the success of people, adopting the platform long after the training, and set up a lot of the areas of the platform for you so you can hit the ground running. So those are also reasons to feel confident and comfortable that, we're really dedicated to your success.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Those were the only questions in the queue, so we knocked those out with efficiency. So Jennifer, I'd just like to extend my thanks to you for presenting to us today, and everyone for attending. I think these 5 crucial factors are a great way to enhance the use of marketing automation, as well as facilitate in your evaluation or your beginning stages of use. So that was really great. And we recorded today's presentation, so I'll definitely send everyone that attended a copy so you can go back and revisit Jennifer's wise words and share them with your team. So thanks again, Jennifer. Thanks everyone for joining. Be on the lookout for our next webinar next month, where we'll tackle some cool new topics in the marketing automation space. So we look forward to seeing you there. And everyone have a great rest of your week and a nice weekend coming up. And Jennifer, thank you again.
All right. Talk to you all soon.
Take care, everyone. Bye.